Until that woman says, let me apologize to you publicly, it'll be to the day I leave this earth. Because what you did was malicious, and it was intentional, and it was ugly. Would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do, and stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments, what you call, oh, I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are.
I remember when we first came in and we were doing rehearsal and they put us all in the same space. Like we didn't have our own dressing rooms at the time. And
I heard about it.
Oh, yeah. And you corrected it for us.
Corrected it.
You
I
corrected
called you.
it
Didn't I
for us.
call you?
Yes, and I
did.
was like, Miss O, we gotta fix this. And she said, say less.
Until that woman says, let me apologize to you publicly, it'll be to the day I leave this earth, because what you did was malicious, and it was intentional. And it was ugly would say, Oprah Winfrey, you know what you need to do. And stop hiding behind what you call was negative comments what you call. I don't even deal with things like that, because what people are beginning to do is see you for who you are. I remember when we first came in, and we were in rehearsal, and they put us all in the same space, like we didn't have our own dressing rooms at the time, and I heard about it. And you corrected it for us, Core, didn't I call you? Yes. And I was like, Miss, oh, we got to fix this. And she say less remember the super hilarious and widely beloved Monique, the powerhouse woman who stood up against the high-ups and went on a rampage to expose Oprah and her accomplice Tyler Perry for quite literally blacklisting her from the industry and labeling her as quote-unquote difficult to work. With recently, Monique has become more and more active advocating for equal pay in the Black community, making sure her brothers and sisters get paid what is due. She's in particular become rather defensive of the color purple cast after finding out the conditions those ladies had to work with on set, quite literally giving her flashbacks from her experiences working with Oprah while shooting the movie Precious Well. It seems like Miss Winfrey is not all too fond that Monique is getting involved in yet another one of her scandals. So when she started hitting the fan, she went all out, publicly blasting Monique for the damage she is causing to her reputation go down. Now that's the fiery gossip I like to hear about for those of you who are tuning in for the first time and aren't up to date on their ongoing beef. Let me give you a quick recap on how it all went down. It all started with the movie Precious, the one based on a true story that came out in 2009. Monique played the role of the main character's abusive mom, Mary Johnston, and even bagged the Golden Globe and an Academy Award for her stellar performance the next year. But here's the scoop behind the scenes. There was some serious drama involving producers Oprah Winfrey, Lee Daniels, and of course Tyler Perry. Before the award season kicked off, Monique was asked to hit up the Cannes Film Festival in France to promote the film. The kicker, she wouldn't be getting paid for it, and that wasn't part of her original deal. So she said thanks, but no thanks. Monique explained her reasoning, saying, I said, Oprah, I'm doing a talk show. I'm doing a comedy tour. I have a husband, and I have babies. I have a little bit of downtime, and I'm going to take advantage of it. So I'm not going anywhere because I'm not obligated to go anywhere. I've done my part, as she shared with The Hollywood Reporter. Now, here's where it gets messy. Monique claims that after this whole thing, she got blackballed from the industry for being difficult to work with. And get this, she's still standing her ground, demanding justice to this day. Drama. While she insists that director Lee Daniels has extended a public apology for his role in her career's downturn. The same can't be said for two other giants in the industry, Winfrey and Tyler Perry. The tension between Monique and her reportedly escalated when the talk show mogul brought Monique's family onto her show to discuss the comedian's childhood abuse. That's one way to turn up the heat. Meanwhile, it appears that Tyler Perry might be reconsidering his stance in this unfolding saga. And the worst part of all of this is that Monique isn't the only person she has allegedly wronged over the course of these years. Yep, hold on to your seats, because it seems like Winfrey is caught in the eye of a Hollywood storm. The usually drama-free queen of talk shows is facing a rocky year, with the cast of The Color Purple taking center stage to voice their grievances in a surprising turn of events. Fantasia, known for her powerhouse voice, is not mincing words about the challenges faced during the filming of the iconic movie. Accusations are flying, and it appears that the cast, including Tara G and Danielle Brooks, are openly criticizing Oprah. Fantasia boldly claims that the on-set challenges were no walk in the park, and that Oprah's sisterly image for Black actresses may not be as spotless as it seems. Tara G and Danielle Brooks have also stepped into the spotlight, alleging that Winfrey subjected them to lengthy daily drives without ample security and made everyone share the same trailer. I remember when we first came in and we were doing rehearsal and they put us all in the same space. She also said we didn't have our own dressing rooms. At the time, we didn't have our own food. Tara G was our voice. This was my first studio film. Sometimes you do come in saying, okay, I'll take whatever they give me. I'm just happy to be here. But Tara G spoke up for us. You showed me how to do that. With the cast of The Color Purple airing their grievances, one can't help but raise an eyebrow, especially considering the movie's hefty budget of around $100 million. The burning question on everyone's mind: where on earth did all that money go as the cast members point fingers at the challenging working conditions they allegedly endured during filming? The discrepancy between the substantial budget and the reported difficulties on set becomes a glaring issue. It's a classic case of follow the money. And in this Hollywood drama, the cast is demanding answers. How did a production with such financial backing end up with a cast facing significant hurdles and discomfort? And people hate that Oprah took away such a huge moment from Fantasia. One person wrote, "The Color Purple got derailed because of the false propaganda people kept pushing about Oprah and Taraji and others. There's a feud Oprah this Oprah, that all of that nonsense. This should have been Fantasia's moment to shine, and all got overshadowed because you'll thrive on mess word on the street." Is that Fantasia, despite offering her support behind closed doors, is slightly throwing shade at her for her practices. Everybody just saw the gift, but they saw opportunity to make money off the gifts. Fantasia and Oprah go way back to 2007, when Fantasia snagged the role of SEL in The Color Purple on Broadway. But here's the twist: Fantasia seems to be treading lightly, not wanting to make Oprah an enemy in the public eye. Rumor has it she's wary of potential repercussions, like getting blacklisted, something Monique knows all too well. Even with this caution in the public domain, behind the scenes, Fantasia's reportedly Alan for Terry Chi and Danielle totally on board with their stories about Oprah's alleged mistreatment. And Fantasia isn't the only one who spoke about this. Is so freaking mean to me. I was in shock. Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now? 100%, 100%, 100%. I couldn't believe it, 'cause I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. Taraji P. Henson also didn't hold back as she spilled the tea on the behind-the-scenes drama of The Color Purple. In a recent interview with the New York Times, she revealed that the cast faced more than just on-screen challenges. They had to fight for basic necessities behind the scenes. Henson, known for her non-nonsense attitude, shared one such battle she waged on behalf of the cast: transportation and security. Apparently, the production initially handed out rental cars, expecting the actors to drive themselves to the Atlanta set. Hence, in not having any of it, fought back, stating, "I couldn't drive myself to set in Atlanta. This was an insurance liability. It was dangerous. They were robbing people. What did I look like taking myself to work by myself in a rental car?" She demanded more and more, asking for a driver or security to ensure safety. However, the response was a classic: "If we do it for you, we got to do it for everybody." Henson's retort: "We'll do it for everybody." This interview peels back the glamorous facade of Hollywood, revealing the challenges that even A-list actors faced. It seems like Henson, much like her on-screen characters, wasn't afraid to fight for what was right. Whether it was on the set of Empire or The Color Purple, the drama continued both on and off the screen. After that, Taraji P. Henson opened up about the toll the industry took on her spirit, emphasizing the struggle to establish a name and gain respect in Hollywood. Reflecting on the challenges faced by Black actors, she expressed frustration over the reluctance to take Black films overseas. In her words, "It wears on your soul. Because you fight so hard to establish a name for yourself and be respected in this town, to no avail." Henson questioned the industry's reluctance. Highlighting the global appeal of Black culture, she pondered Black translates all over the world. So why wouldn't the movies noting her own following in unexpected places like China? She couldn't help but question the missed opportunities for financial success. This struggle for equality wasn't confined to Henson alone. During a recent Q and A for The Color Purple, Danielle Brooks revealed that the cast initially did not get their own dressing rooms during rehearsals, and food was not provided. It's a stark reminder that even in the world of entertainment battles for basic rights and recognition, continue Henson's plea echoes a sentiment shared by many Black artists. If it's not about race, then what is it? The industry is being called upon to confront these issues. Head on to Reggie P. Henson's ride with The Color Purple was a roller coaster. Can you believe she almost turned it down? Why, well, there was some serious drama over pay, and get this, she had to audition for the role of Shug Avery, even though the director had already picked her as the top choice. In a recent SiriusXM interview that went viral, Henson got real, and I mean real,